No questions, so we can...
It's not clear where the entire construction starts with. You don't have a group, you have to build it. There's no creator, you have to build him. You have nothing. So where do you start working from?
Thank God I have an ego.
And how does it help me?
And problems.
How do they help me?
They help by me wanting to come out of my ego. And then I'm looking for ways to get rid of it like any other person. And then I feel that in the ego there is something that directs me. Towards what? The meaning of life. I don't know what did I get it for, but it directs me. And then I start looking. I come to a group. The Creator tells me, take this. You come to a group, a teacher, and the process begins. So what are you asking?
But it doesn't mean that you reached and started building. You reached.
You came in.
And it doesn't mean that you build anything. You haven't built anything yet.
But you're taught how to do it.
So how do you start?
You're here already, how many? 7, 8 years?
A bit longer.
And?
But how do you start building? You don't start building. You came. And you don't build.
You don't build?
How do you build? How do you build a group?
In the meantime, this is before the group. In the meantime, you build inside yourself the beginnings of the correct perception. It takes a lot of time. It is the time of the Latin time that you have to go through, and then you build. How long does it take a person? Now we see it, how long it takes us until the brain starts changing a bit. The feelings start moving a bit from their place. Previously, I didn't think that this is how it's supposed to be at all, or that it's possible. And years went by, and these years, they don't go by for nothing. It's because there were serious changes. We simply don't know what they are. Like a baby. Does a baby know what it goes through? No, but we let them play with different things. We teach them how to play different things. This, yes, this, no. But they don't know the process that they're in. The same with us. You don't know what kind of process you're in. But it takes a lot of time. And only afterwards, only now, are we starting to understand the method. Not understand, but we're starting to get to know it. And this is already an accelerated process. So you already understand that there is the group that's right in front of you, the method, the teacher, everything's in front of you. Now you only have to start collecting all these things together correctly and realizing them.
But it doesn't mean that you built it yet.
Not yet. But you start building.
So what is this action of building? How do you build?
The act of building is that now, first of all, you start understanding that the spiritual world is what you're building between you and your attitude. If you start treating each other with bestowal, then what you'll feel, what you'll discover between yourselves, that will suddenly start radiating and clearing up among you, will be the spiritual world. Where does it come from? From all of your efforts, each towards the others, where each annuls himself and as if prays for the others. By this effort, you build such a tension between you in which the upper light starts revealing itself, the attribute of the bestowal that exists, only that it's hidden, and then it'll become revealed. And that is called the clothing of the Creator within the Kli, within the created being, the revelation of the Shekhinah, or the upper world. But everything is among you, according to your efforts. And now you have to understand this, you have to realize it, and to make sure that you stop identifying with your ego, but to start resisting it. From it towards the center of the group.
I don't understand. Where do we begin from? If you don't have creator, if you don't have a group, where do you start from?
How do you do it? You want for it to happen? Build it.
So how do you build the creator?
If you turn to the Creator before you attain Him, it means that you have built an idol for yourself.
Exactly so. So who changes you?
The upper light.
And that is not the creator?
The upper light. You can say that, yes, but it's the Bore, come and see. It means that you form Him. You give Him a form, you shape Him to the extent to which you can. And you're a bestowal. The Creator, all in all, is what you make in your mutual bestowal towards each other.
Do we build the upper light or does it exist?
No, the upper light exists. It comes first. Upper light, his essence, atzmoto, these are abstract things. That's outside of us. That's the upper root. But we're talking about how do we do it from below up.
So when we say that the light that performs changes in us, it means that the upper light changes us.
Yeah.
So this is what we need to activate.
Yeah.
So the entire construction that we're trying to do is to activate the light that will perform those changes in us.
True. Right. Changes are made only by the reforming light.
So both the group and the creator are a result eventually. If they do not exist and you build them, they are a result of your efforts.
Besides the ego and the reforming light, the abstract light, the hidden light, we build everything else. Everything else stems as a result of our efforts, of our connection. What is the Creator? Our form of mutual bestowal. Bore, bo'ore, come and see. What did you attain? You made me, you built me. If you depict him before you made him, that's an idol. It's forbidden. It's forbidden to depict, imagine that. No such thing. So you understand how much Kabbalah is opposite to the opinion of the landlords.
So it is an even greater mess. The sensation of there's none else besides him also disappears until you have built the creator, the group. There is no such thing as there's none else besides him.
You have to relate to the upper light, to the upper force, that there's none else besides him, that he does everything. Yeah? Because eventually everything comes from him. It does not erase the matter of you made me. It's the general force of bestowal that roams, dwells in reality.
So what are we doing? What is the essence of the thing that we're doing here? What are we doing here? You are building the creator. It's huge, it's great, it's vast.
It's not huge. We build our form of connection. A judge has only what his eyes see. This is what I have in my hand. How do I treat the group, and you, and him, and all in all, what we build together, our mutual form of bestowal, according to our desires? This is the Kli, the 10 Sfirot, according to the fulfillment of the Kli that comes from the surrounding light. That'll be the inner light, and it is called the Creator. It's possible to say about the Creator that it's together, the light and the Kli formed together, Havaya, and its different interpretations. Think about this more and more until it forms in your mind and heart. We have to advance. I understand that you're going back and forth, kind of, okay, but you have to make an effort here.